Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Nur.
My name is Nur.
And together we are light-hearted dads.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Light-Hearted Dads. How are you doing, bro?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. I'm feeling good. Do you know why?
Why? Tell me.
It's been a good start to the season.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. We're 2 out of 2, right?
Yep, that's right. 2 out of 2. We're not sure when this is coming out. It might be 3 out of 3, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, inshallah. So I see you wearing the T-shirt today.
Yeah, I'm repping today.
So am I, bro.
Yeah, inshallah.
I'm loving it.
It's good. Do you know what's been really good about it, though? I've been going around wearing this for a few days, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, different days. And everybody says, oh, what's this? So yesterday I went to opticians with my kids.
Hopefully you're not wearing it every day, bro.
No. Trust me, my wardrobe is full of the same ones I wear every day. Just change it around. Bit of what do you call it? Some of those what is it? Tech giants. What is it? Mark Zuckerberg and I think it's Bill Gates. You know, they were saying that they wear the same clothes every day, meaning they've got the same type of clothes.
Yeah.
They don't wear the same one every day, but
it's
like the same thing. And
you don't have to justify yourself, bro.
No. I've got to go a bit further and clarify that one. But also, do you know what the reason why they wear the same clothes every day, though?
Why?
Because the studies that show that, every morning to make a decision of what clothes to wear takes a certain amount of brain power. Yeah.
Wow.
So if you now take that away by saying, I've got the same exact clothes I'm going to wear every day, you just wake up in the morning, boom, put it on, you're out. So you've not wasted that brain power. Otherwise, think about it. When you see sometimes, I'm sure you might see it from your wife or other people who may have females, but then again, I don't know. These days, men are the same, I think. But they take forever.
I am one of those. I'm not gonna lie.
They take forever to get ready in the morning. Yeah.
Nah, I don't take forever to get ready. To choose, yeah. I literally have so many different styles. Bro, one day you see me in looking like a 15-year-old. Next minute you see me looking like a 20-year-old, and then a granddad, then a professional.
How'd you rep a 15-year-old with a white?
Yeah. Apart from that, like hoodie and trackies and stuff like that. I just go and carry on, bro.
Yeah, no, I can see. You're the kind of guy who likes to color code and match and everything in it. I'm just off key.
Yeah, no, alhamdulillah, man. You don't have to worry about what you wear. You're a father of 6.
Yeah, no, I've retired. Yeah, I've retired.
Who else do you need to impress?
Yes, no, the wife's happy, so it's fine, isn't it?
Alhamdulillah, exactly,
that's what matters,
bro.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but mashallah, you're still pleasing the wife, yeah.
I'm still pleasing her, yeah.
Yeah, make sure you look appearing right.
Yeah. Nah, you know what? Saying that's a very good conversation to have, actually. Inshallah, we should pick that. Looking good for your wife. And it's important. Now when you're talking in that discussion, why not? We can talk about it if you want to talk about it.
Yeah, no, of course.
I remember my wife telling me the other day. I remember seeing you years ago, and you was always dressed really well. Only recently, like, you don't
let it go.
You've let it go completely, and I just thought to myself, hang on, I have actually.
How so, man? You always look dressed nice every time I see you. What's going on?
Nah.
Unless you dress for the boys, yeah?
Yeah. No, honestly, I have actually let go. Because my wife's telling me, like, years ago, also we didn't know each other years ago, but we through family, we used to see each other and stuff like that. And she used to say, like, you used to dress well, and, you had different dress sense for different occasions, and now you're just not bothered. I've put on a bit of weight, and all that stuff, and she just said, you just don't look after yourself anymore. And I felt so bad. I just said, you know what, I don't actually make an effort for my wife.
Does she make an effort for you?
She does, alhamdulillah. She does. The thing about her is she don't look the typical Bengali, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's a bad thing or anything, but
what is a typical Bengali?
She looks like you think she's Turkish.
Okay, right.
Or you think she's Pakistani or Afghan or something like that.
Yeah.
You probably won't look at her and say, oh, she's definitely Bengali. Doesn't make sense. I remember going to Turkey with her, and then the Turks thought like I was with one of theirs.
Yeah.
And it was just weird. So alhamdulillah, she's one of those women that wears anything and looks good, mashallah. But me on the other hand, I just noticed in the last year or so, I've just given up, man. I've just wear anything and everything and not worried about looking good. Maybe because I stopped caring about society, caring about impressing, looking good, because I just don't care.
You know, you said last year or so you've given up. Does
Yeah.
that kind of coincide with you having a son, or do you think that had an impact on it?
You know what? never thought of that actually. Um, Maybe because yeah, as I had a son, it was COVID. Um, we were always at home
Mm,
eating. I just wore comfort clothes. Didn't
mm,
realize I was putting on weight. Bang! The next minute, my I have a collection of blazers. They don't fit.
mm.
I've got a collection of jeans or trousers. They don't fit. Got t-shirts and shirts. They're busting. Does it make sense?
I can
So,
resonate. Don't
so I think it's one of those where I just thought, hang on, I just need to look after my weight now, go back into the size I was, and then I could possibly start wearing the clothes I used to wear back in the days.
worry.
But the wife said it in a very nice way, and I just felt so bad. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna make an effort,
Inshallah.
even if it doesn't fit. I'm gonna wear it and for it to motivate me to lose weight.
Mashallah.
Yeah,
You've tapped on two things here. You're talking about health, fitness, and general well-being, alongside with actually being presentable and looking well. And you know, even from the example of Prophet Sallam, you know, he always talked about looking good. Now, he's not somebody who necessarily had the best of clothing and the most amount of wealth, but he would make an effort. So that means groom, for example, basics, groom yourself. You know,
yeah,
got your beard, you can comb your beard, try not to look disheveled in that sense. You know, if you got your clothing, iron your clothing. You know, these are basic. It doesn't have to be the most trendiest of clothes, but you know, those small things make the biggest of effort. Because sometimes you could say you could look just look scruffy, because again, you've just let everything grow. You've not kind of neaten yourself up a bit. Your hair's all over the place. You know, your moustache is kind of become a living animal on your lips. You know,
yeah,
that kind of stuff. So you know, some just looking after yourself. Those basic things they're quite important. And you kind of hit the nail on the head, which is I think is a common thing that most fathers would relate to, most men would relate to. That you know, literally once they get married, then it's just that everything starts going downhill because that's it really. Because you're thinking, okay, right, you got your wife. As long as she's happy with you, everything's all right. But the thing is everything all right? Maybe, like I said,
yeah. But why is that? I've noticed a lot of people just. It's not just sisters; it's brothers as well. Just let go. I think, like, I'm a victim of that. Does it make sense? Like, I've done the same thing.
do you know what it
Got
is? I sometimes think that, you know, once, for example, if once you're married, or you know, okay, you're married, you're trying to obviously be eligible kind of bachelor, somebody who's presentable, you know, to kind of get someone to get married to. Once you're married, in the initial stages as well, you're still kind of getting to know each other. So you're still going to try and make your effort and look the best. But then what comes is a period of comfortability, where now we're just comfortable with each other. That's just my perception and my take on it. I don't think there is anything specific. There might be some science, some studies out there regarding this, but I feel that's what it boils down to. That you've got comfortable now, and because once you're comfortable, that's it. You're going to relax. So just before example, before marriage, you're at home. You're gonna go home. You got no one to impress it. You'll be in your lounge wear. You'll do whatever. You'll be just you can be free in it. Just literally free.
Does that lead to marriage issues?
I think it does. It can do. Sorry, not that it is all it does, but it can do because in society when you go out there, everybody when you go outside, you're dressing to impress, or you're dressing good and you're looking good when you're going out. But maybe when you're at home, you're not looking the best. Um, and like I said, you go outside, you see so many different people, and what can happen is this is where people can start, the eyes start drifting. This is where the importance of lowering your
Yeah,
gaze and all of those things. But when you hold yourself up to a different standard, example, like for example, especially for mothers, and I think mothers suffer a lot from this, that they get pregnant, they have a child, they put on baby fat. Body's now changed, isn't it? You're
mm,
left with stretch marks and so many other things, and those things have an impact on body image and body shape, and it can also have an impact on confidence of a woman as well, because it's to do with body and so forth. Now, what can happen is for men, especially if they're not lowering the gaze and they're in certain environments where they're engaging with so many other people in mixed gender environments, then what starts happening is you're seeing somebody else who's looking in a better shape, better figure, and then basically this starts causing problems. And also, what can happen is, you know, like, I'll give you another example. When people have got the people who model, like you go clothes shopping, there might be a model, might be wearing some sort of kind of cultural attire, sari, kameez, whatever. It could be whatever other clothing, yeah, even abayas and so forth. But a lot of the times, if you look at it, is the model in itself. When people purchase or get something, sometimes it's the model that's selling the item, and it's not necessarily the item in itself.
Yeah.
Because you're thinking, oh, it's going to look good, and it's on this specific individual. And then when they wear it, it ends up being something different and it doesn't fit the same. And all of those things start having an impact. So I'm talking from a father's perspective, and I know of many cases where these things start happening, where because people haven't looked after themselves, and people start eyes going wayward, and they're in certain situations, and then next thing you know, big things have happened, and it causes marriage breakdowns. So I'm just showing the trajectory that you could possibly go to based on how you are and looking after yourself. Saying that, there are many people who are nice, round, and jolly, and who don't necessarily go through that. So I think it's also a mindset as well. Sometimes.